What's happening, crypto fam? Happy Monday. Good morning and welcome back to Love for Crypto. I'm Scott. It's a pleasure to have you here. I appreciate you taking the time out to consume the content, so thank you. This morning I want to talk about XRP, baby. XRP, most liquid asset on the planet. Still, I don't care what anyone says. It's also worth 20% more today than it was before the SEC tried to rip it. I wanted to put it nicely, but there's no way of putting it nicely. They tried to rip it a new arsehole and are still trying. Brad Garlinghouse apparently ain't doing it any favours from what I'm reading in headlines, but we're going to watch the actual video and see what he says rather than read the headline. I'm not running with an article that's saying that kind of stuff before I watch him actually say it. And then I'm probably just going to turn around and just be like, well, that's just fucking ridiculous. But we'll get to that in the second half of the video. Stay tuned. XRP is worth more today than before the SEC lawsuit against Ripple. As of April the 2nd, I want to remind you that it's the 5th. Yeah, this was on the 2nd when it was 60 cents. I've woke up today, it's on 70 cents. Yeah, it's almost 20% up from pre-SEC bullshit. Usually, legal troubles are bad news for stock prices and crypto assets. XRP, the native asset of Ripple's payments platform, is proving to be an exception. After rising over 5% in the last day, the price of XRP token is now 60 cents. On the 2nd of April, today 70 cents. The market cap's 29 billion, adjust for 70 cents. According to data from Nomics, that's higher than the value where the price was before the SEC filed the 1.3 billion lawsuit against Ripple Labs on December 18th. 4 days before the lawsuit, XRP was worth 58 cents with a market cap of 27 billion. It's been a remarkable turnaround for the token, which dipped as low as 17 cents after the SEC brought the lawsuit forward. The SEC says that Ripple Labs co-founder and executive chairman Chris Larsen and co-founder Brad Garlinghouse are responsible for 1.3 billion in unregistered securities offerings. XRP being the unregistered security in question. It's like the Securities and Exchange Commission don't even understand themselves what a security is. I'm not saying I do, I'm no expert. But they pretty much hint that securities pay dividends. My XRP don't pay dividends. So shove it. Shove your court case. Broadly speaking, a security is an investment contract that signifies a stake in a financial venture, with the exception of future profits. SEC regulates security sales in the US. In the wake of the allegations, several exchanges and trading platforms, among them Coinbase, Binance US, Blockchain.com, Crypto.com and eToro, suspended XRP trading. Ripple has also suffered setbacks. Its partnership with MoneyGram ended in March after the latter cited uncertainty concerning their ongoing litigation. But Ripple and its leadership team have fought back against the charges. It's asked the court to force the SEC to turn over the documents regarding the agency's examinations into Bitcoin and Ethereum, which have seemingly escaped the SEC's scrutiny. The agency has been tight-lipped about its approach to evaluating crypto assets. They've got a point, like, to say that Ethereum and Bitcoin isn't a security, but then XRP is. It's BS, in my opinion, that. Those documents could include mention of XRP as a virtual currency rather than as a security, which could boost Ripple's case, or armed with the agency's criteria for determining which crypto assets are securities, Ripple could argue that it shares the characteristics of Bitcoin and Ether. XRP's most recent price surge, the token briefly touched 60 cents in February before dipping to 41 2 weeks later. It may signal investors to believe a cryptocurrency and the firm behind it can survive the SEC's case, especially after the stablecoin issue with Tether escaped a years-long New York Attorney General's office investigation to financial fraud with an $18.5 million fine but no admission of guilt. You just got to pay him. You just got to pay him. And then it's like nothing ever happened. It's extremely interesting. So what I want to do before I read my next article, I actually want to watch a video. Fast forward 5 minutes or watch the video yourself and then get back to it if you want. But I need to watch this.
Used to facilitate payments is a security rather than an asset. A security, of course, faces greater regulation. It's parted ways with remittance giant MoneyGram, but left the door open to a future relationship, and it's signing deals in Asia with a stake in a cross-border payment hub. Brad Garlinghouse is the CEO of Ripple and joins us now. Wow, Brad, you've been busy. Let's talk about the lawsuit first. You've been very vocal about fighting this, why you see it as an attack on the industry rather than just on Ripple. But let's talk contingency plans. What happens if this lawsuit is lost by Ripple and yourselves? What will it mean for the network?
Well, good morning, Julia, and happy April Fool's Day. But as you've already pointed out in your show this morning, topics like these are definitely not a joke. We take this suit very seriously. The good news has been that people like Mary Jo White, the former chair of the SEC, has come out and said that she views this as dead wrong. I think the SEC's wrong on the facts, they're wrong on the law. I think we will prevail. But as you say, there is a chance, of course, that the court system does not go that direction. The good news for Ripple is we've continued to sign customers. We've signed over 20 new financial institutions around the world as customers since the SEC filed their lawsuit. And I think we'll continue to see the network grow very rapidly in non-U.S. customers. The challenge is that this drives blockchain innovation and crypto activity outside the U.S., which I don't think is in the interest of the United States in any way.
Can you operate going forward, though, without XRP? I mean, you and I have discussed in the past using alternatives, being operable with alternatives. Is that the solution in the United States, if necessary?
That certainly could be part of the solution. I think there is a certain strangeness that the SEC has kind of picked winners here. It said that Bitcoin is not a security. It said that Ether is not a security. But really everything else, I think, is kind of at risk, particularly given what they have done in the filing a lawsuit against Ripple. But we could do that. We've always thought about our product as how do we solve a customer's problem first and foremost, and I think that has served our growth. And it's a reason why we have seen so much activity now, billions and billions of dollars of transactions across RippleNet, our network for payments.
A lot of the XRP holders that I've spoken to are upset about the personal aspect of this claim too, and that the SEC says you sold millions of dollars worth of XRP while making ambitious statements about Ripple's progress. Brad, how do you respond to those allegations? Could you have been more transparent? It's okay to diversify holdings into other things. You just need to be more transparent.
I'm really looking forward to the facts coming out in the court case. This is something I haven't commented on publicly because the wheels of justice kind of move slowly, and I think it's important that we get the facts out. We've heard one side of the story from the SEC. In fact, I think as the facts come out, what we'll find is that Ripple and I have been as more transparent than anyone else in the crypto industry about our activity, about what we're doing. And so, I find a certain irony in that the SEC would bring a lawsuit against us, particularly personally, because what they're saying is that not just that we should have known and we've acted in bad faith, when the SEC themselves haven't really said, well, they know for sure that XRP is a security. In their own court filings, they've said that the court will determine that, which of course brings a contradiction that if the court's going to determine that, how could I personally have known that the SEC would view XRP as a security?
So you're saying, I have nothing to hide, Ripple has nothing to hide, effectively bring it on.
Absolutely, Julia. I mean, as you know, and you and I have spoken a number of times, given your expertise in this segment, and Ripple has for years been incredibly transparent with our quarterly markets report about what we're doing with our XRP, and we've really asked the industry as a whole, if the crypto industry as a whole wants to be mature, I think that level of transparency is needed.
The painful part of this is the lack of clarity, the lack of regulatory clarity that you have now in the United States, even as you're doing things in other countries, do you think in this period there's a risk that the progress that's being made in places like decentralized finance or a global stable coin perhaps has a window of opportunity to overtake what you're trying to do with your payment network? Is that a risk, to your point about suppressing certain parts of the market and innovation?
Yeah, I mean, look, you are absolutely right that the lack of clarity and lack of certainty affects the whole industry. And I think that's what Ripple is experiencing, and the SEC filed another lawsuit earlier this week. And so I think here in the United States, the industry has the risk of falling behind. But I don't think, at the end of the day, what Ripple's solving is a cross-border payments problem. And we are working with some of it, and certainly speaking to many central banks around the world about some of the stable coin initiatives for central bank issued digital currencies. And we actually think that's actually helpful to what Ripple is doing in solving a cross-border payments problem. Ultimately, we saw the Obama administration be clear that XRP is viewed as a currency, and we think we'll actually end up there, hopefully, as a new administration comes into the SEC.
Interesting. I'm surprised they're still using cross-border and not saying cross-asset now. With the swaps and the DeFi and everything, NFTs and everything growing and expanding, I'm surprised they're not saying cross-network, cross-asset, cross-border. This is why they've never really got traction. Most people don't care about cross-border. They literally don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. Why would they? Most people don't send money abroad unless you're buying something on Amazon or some shit. Right, now I'll read the article that was about him saying Ripple can replace XRP with an alternative. Now the headline of some knobhead, I fucking hate clickbait headlines, man. Oh, fuck. Like, ooh. Ripple can replace XRP with alternatives, according to CEO Brad Garlinghouse. Ripple can use alternative in America instead of XRP, according to CEO Brad Garlinghouse. Ripple can replace XRP in the States with an alternative, according to CEO Brad Garlinghouse. Ripple to use alternative for the US. You know, like, that headline is Ripple can replace XRP with an alternative across the fucking board. Ripple's can replace XRP. No, it's not what he said. No, it's not what she asked him. It's not what was said. It was in America. Yeah? Replace XRP in the States. I.e. use something else in America. The rest of the world's still going to use XRP, bro. I don't care if Ripple's... Do you know what? It's one of them, innit, where it's like, oh, the IMF... There's still a lot of people expecting the IMF to take the escrow and that. I'm done. I'm done speculating that kind of stuff. When it happens, it happens. Personally, just think the escrow's going to continue to provide... it's going to protect liquidity long term. If liquidity dries up in the actual active network, as in there's too many hodlers and not enough XRP in order books, then all the escrow does is introduce another billion XRP to provide liquidity in case it gets it starts getting clogged up. It's as simple as that. 75. I'd argue 75% of people who hold XRP don't put it in an order book. It's only 25% of it's actually liquid, and it's still the most liquid asset on the planet. Unbelievable. If you need a little bit of money out of crypto, you're like, oh, I could sell some of them. And then you're like, but I could fucking XRP, it's just easier, innit? Faster, easier, boom, it's done. Then I maybe move some of them into it, because they take a fucking week. Do you know what I mean? It's a rapid asset. It's more liquid than anything on the planet. I don't care what anyone says. 70. Let's get the thingy up, mate. See if because I'm sure it's still in the 70s before I start blowing that trumpet. Nomics Finance. Shout out to Nomics. 71. 71 now. It's gone up another cent in the last hour. 71 cents. Hey, I don't know whether anyone's been watching. Let me just get this up. Oh yeah. Backs. Fucking backs. BAX. From BAB. Be your own bank. Bank account based blockchain. It's over the ICO price, baby. Screenshot that and flip it if you can't read it, but it is 0.000911118. The ICO price was 0.0090. So it's actually a few hundred thousandths of a cent higher than its ICO price. It's not all-time highs. It's not all-time highs. Don't get that giddy yet. But it's approaching it. It's at 30% of its all-time high. It's been 1,077 days since its all-time high of 0.2 of a cent. 0.2 of a cent. We're now 900ths of a cent. Yeah, 900ths of a cent. If it gets to 1/10 of a cent soon, expect all-time highs. In fact, expect all-time highs through summer for backs. And if you bought back in the day and you're not still holding, it's on you. It's on you. I said ages ago, backs was a punt. It was a long-term investment of a little bit of money we was willing to use. We watched it go to shit till it was worth next to nothing. And I mean, you're talking $1,200, $1,300 worth of value ending up worth $30, mate. $30, mate. Went to shit. And all of a sudden, we're back. We're back. Over $1,000, mate. Backs. Say what you want about the app and all that, and they didn't follow the original roadmap and blah 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 blah. And I've got news for you, mate. Sometimes shit don't go to plan. Yeah. Sometimes shit don't go to plan. You have to change it up. You have to mix it up. What you call it audible, whatever they call it in American football. You know the script. Sometimes it doesn't always go to plan. And you have to innovate along the way. You have to adapt and overcome problems and obstacles. They're the true fucking innovators that will come through in the end. Not the people that just give up when it gets tough. Oh, fuck it, it's hard this, innit? Should we just go home and sign the fuck on? What? These people work on dreams, mate. And they grind and grind and grind until it comes to fruition. I can't wait till the end. It's hotting up, guys. It's getting excited. And on that note, I'm going to leave you to it. You know the script. Invest in yourself. Invest in the internet of value. Live long and hodl it all till you're ready, to let it go. Wishing health and happiness to you and yours. Take care of yourself. Get happy. Enjoy your week. Be grateful you've seen the sunshine again. Because not everyone's getting to wake up today. Yeah. Gratitude goes a long way. Patience go a long way. Until the next time, we love crypto. We love XRP. Loving the price of backs at the moment. And we love you. Until next time, peace.